honored my husband by completing all of his pre-planned fall media tour.
And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University in September, and people are taking selfies with it.
Has persisted with the same grit. It has been a long day.
What was meant to honor the life of Charlie Kirk has instead ignited one of the most disturbing controversies surrounding his death. As clips from Amfest spread online, viewers didn't just feel uncomfortable, they felt alarmed. Something about the event didn't resemble mourning. It looked staged, performative, and deeply unsettling. Now, according to insiders, those same concerns were shared by someone closest to the tragedy, Charlie Kirk's sister, Mary. Sources claim Mary was shocked by what she saw, particularly decisions reportedly approved by Erika Kirk. What should have been a moment of quiet respect instead appeared to many as a public spectacle built around loss. From a shocking recreation tied to Charlie's final moments, to strange on-stage moments that raised eyebrows, backlash grew fast. And once the public began connecting the dots, the question became unavoidable. Was Charlie Kirk's death truly being honored? Or was it being used? The backlash surrounding Amfest centers on one decision that many people still struggle to understand. Inside the event space, organizers constructed a structure that closely resembled the tent where Charlie Kirk was killed. This was not an abstract tribute or symbolic art. Attendees described it as detailed, recognizable, and deliberately positioned where people could walk inside. Instead of encouraging reflection, people were encouraged to take photos. Ring lights were installed. Attendees smiled for selfies and posted them across social media. For many viewers, the moment felt jarring, even disturbing. A place modeled after a violent death had been transformed into a photo opportunity. According to insiders, Charlie Kirk's sister Mary was horrified when she learned about this. One source close to the family said Mary felt this crossed a line that should never have been touched. To her, it reportedly felt less like remembrance and more like mockery. What intensified the outrage was what stood nearby. Merchandise booths, shirts, slogans, and branded items were placed just steps away from the replica. Critics argued that the contrast was impossible to ignore. Tragedy on one side, profit on the other. Even people who supported the event admitted the optics were deeply troubling. As images spread online, attention quickly turned to Erika Kirk. Many people questioned how Erika, who has spoken publicly about her grief, could approve or tolerate something like this. Online commenters asked how someone truly devastated by loss could stand near a recreation of the death site without breaking down emotionally. Some described her grief as performative. Others said it felt rehearsed. While these are opinions, the sheer volume of criticism signaled a serious breakdown in public trust. The controversy deepened when Erika took the stage. Viewers noted a sharp contrast between the upbeat, high-energy production and the gravity of Charlie's death. The dramatic entrance, confident smiles, and celebratory tone didn't align with what many expected from a memorial context. Then came the moments that truly ignited suspicion. During her speech, Erika repeatedly referred to Charlie's death, using phrasing that many found unsettling. At one point, her words sounded oddly anticipatory, as if the event had already been processed long before it happened. This alone proves nothing, but it struck many listeners as strange. Soon after, another clip went viral. While praising Charlie's work, Erika accidentally said grift instead of grit. She immediately corrected herself and laughed it off, blaming exhaustion. But the internet didn't let it go. In the context of everything else, people began asking whether it was just a slip or something more revealing. When trust is fragile, even small mistakes carry weight. As scrutiny increased, viewers began paying closer attention to the Amfest visuals. The stage design itself became a focal point of concern. Dark lighting, repeated triangular imagery, circular patterns, a shadowy figure positioned at the center of the display. For an event that claimed Christian values, many felt the symbolism didn't match the message. Critics described the atmosphere as eerie, ominous, and unsettling. Some even said the event felt ritualistic rather than memorial in nature. While interpretations vary, what stood out was how many people independently felt something was wrong. Then came the numbers. Observers noticed repeated emphasis on the number 33 in connection with Charlie Kirk's case, the time frame repeatedly mentioned regarding the suspect's capture, the way officials highlighted it publicly, and the attendance figures later promoted by organizers. To some, this meant nothing. To others, it added another layer to an already disturbing picture. As speculation spread, reports surfaced suggesting Erika Kirk may be estranged from Charlie Kirk's family. Sources claim she and Charlie's sister Mary are not close, and that Mary had no involvement in, or approval of, how Charlie's death was being represented publicly. If true, this revelation changed the tone of the entire controversy. Because when a sister believes her brother's memory is being disrespected, the issue moves beyond internet outrage. It becomes deeply personal. Mary, according to insiders, felt that Charlie's legacy was being reshaped without regard for how he lived, what he believed, or how he should be remembered. The event didn't reflect who Charlie was. It reflected what benefited those still standing on stage. This is where public trust truly collapsed. People began asking whether Charlie's death had become a tool, a way to generate attention, loyalty, and revenue. Whether intentional or not, the perception stuck. And perception matters. No one has presented definitive proof of malicious intent, but intent does not erase impact. And the impact of Amfest was clear. Many people left feeling unsettled, disturbed, and angry. For Charlie Kirk's sister Mary, according to those close to her, the pain wasn't just about what happened, it was about what it represented. The loss of control over her brother's memory. Charlie Kirk deserved dignity in death, not spectacle. He deserved remembrance rooted in respect, not controversy driven by optics. And according to insiders, his sister Mary believes that line was crossed. Whether through poor judgment or something deeper, the damage has already been done. Once people believe a tragedy is being exploited rather than honored, trust is almost impossible to restore. For Charlie Kirk's family, especially his sister, this controversy may never fully fade. And for the public watching from the outside, one truth remains undeniable. This didn't feel normal. This didn't feel respectful. And it's a story that refuses to go away.